You see, the confusion essentially, or the questions in the minds of a lot of people arose when the Hamas indulged in these terror attacks on Israeli forces and civilians on October 7th. Then Prime Minister Modi sent a tweet or expressed his condemnation, condemned these terror attacks, and expressed solidarity with Israel. Now, you have to see it in the context of fight against terror. India is the country which has been on the forefront of fight against terror and is also a country which has suffered the most from terror, which follows a zero terror policy. So therefore, it is normally imperative that some things happen on a friendly strategic country in this manner. These require a condemnation, global condemnation. In fact, it should be. And unfortunately, the world continues to have and gives a certain leeway to, I would say, or go soft on some terrorists and the others. We have seen it happens in Pakistan, it happens in this recently. Canada was another case. So you know what happened to India's relations with Canada in that context. So I think that it should be looked at that. But then subsequently, Indian spokesperson in response to a media query explained India's stand. There is no change. So there is no change in your, it's exactly two-state solution, sovereign state, side by side, and India stands for that. That's a very important thing. Thirdly, you will see that when there was an attack on Al Ali Hospital in Gaza, which was said to be done by Israelis who said they did not do it, probably the Islamic Jihad or somebody else did. It has not been proved as yet. It will be difficult to prove that even now. But the fact that Prime Minister immediately again conveyed the message and his sympathies with the people of Gaza, and he also spoke to President Mahmoud Abbas immediately. You know, there is no difference. One has to appreciate that in recent years, India has changed its foreign policy by dehyphenating Israel and Palestine, which means your relationship with Palestine and relationship with Israel are on two different pedestals, which is a good thing for them, which is welcomed by most. And this is the policy we are following even in the Middle East otherwise. We have good relations with Iran, we have good relations with Israel, we have good relations with Saudi Arabia, strategic partnerships with all these countries. India is becoming a part of sub-regional formats. But as far as the Palestinian issue is concerned, there has been no dilution in India's this thing. Then again, the situation happened when the UNGA resolution came up. Now, in that UNGA resolution, India abstained eventually. The abstention is not a vote against the resolution. You must remember this thing. This is a difference in the thing. And therefore, you can say that we are walking a very fine line in this issue, not just because Israel is a great friend or Palestinians are not great friends. They are great friends. So first, India has, over the last 75, 80, 100 years, stood by the Palestinian cause and continues to stand. Even to Jaishankar's or Prime Minister Modi's statements clearly mention two-state solution. So while we are saying that there should be a ceasefire, that there should be a stoppage of the carnage of the people, civilians on both sides have been killed. We shouldn't forget that. So we need to do that. So India wanted that there should be a reference to those attacks which generated this kind of a war, fourth war, this time between Israel and Hamas.
From breaking news, detailed analysis, in-depth interviews and explainers, follow the Times of India. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our videos and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest.